The orangutan is a large, long-haired great ape native to the rainforests of Southeast Asia. They are known for their distinctive appearance, which includes shaggy, reddish-brown fur and a relatively large body size. Orangutans are highly intelligent and are one of the closest living relatives to humans. Here are some key characteristics and information about orangutans. Orangutans have long, powerful arms and a bulky body. Adult males are significantly larger than females and develop large cheek pads called phalanges, which become more prominent as they age. Their fur is reddish-brown, and they have a distinctive face with a wide mouth and small, close-set eyes. Adult male orangutans typically weigh between 110 to 220 pounds and can stand about 4.5 to 5.5 feet tall. Adult females are smaller, weighing around 66 to 110 pounds, and standing about 3.5 to 4.5 feet tall. Orangutans are arboreal animals, meaning they spend much of their lives in trees. They inhabit dense tropical rainforests and swamp forests, where they swing from tree to tree in search of food, and rest in nests made from leaves and branches. Orangutans are primarily frugivorous, meaning they primarily eat fruit. However, they also consume leaves, bark, insects, and occasionally small vertebrates. Their diet varies depending on the availability of food in their habitat. Orangutans are solitary animals and are known for their slow and deliberate movements through the forest canopy. They are intelligent and use tools, such as sticks, to extract insects or honey from tree crevices. They are also capable of learning complex tasks. Female orangutans give birth to a single offspring at a time, with a gestation period of about 8.5 months. Infant orangutans are dependent on their mothers for several years, and maternal care is critical for their survival. Both Bornean and Sumatran orangutans are listed as critically endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. They face significant threats from habitat loss due to deforestation, illegal logging, and palm oil plantations. Hunting and the illegal pet trade also pose threats to their populations. Orangutans have been featured in the folklore and cultural traditions of indigenous peoples in their native habitats. They have also been subjects of study in fields like primatology and conservation biology. Conservation efforts are focused on protecting the remaining rainforests in Borneo and Sumatra, as well as addressing the illegal wildlife trade. Orangutans are considered a flagship species for rainforest conservation, because their survival depends on the preservation of their habitat, which is vital for countless other species and the overall health of tropical ecosystems. The African lion is one of the most iconic and well-known big cats in the world. It is often referred to simply as the lion, and is recognized for its majestic appearance and powerful presence. African lions are the only big cats that live in social groups called prides. Here are some key characteristics and information about African lions. Adult lions have a muscular, stocky build with short, tawny-colored fur and a paler underbelly. They are known for their impressive manes, which are most prominent in adult males. The color of the mane can vary from blond to black, and the size and darkness of the mane are often indicators of a male lion's age and dominance. African lions are the second largest big cats in the world, after tigers. Adult males typically weigh between 330 to 500 pounds, and can stand about 4.5 to 6.5 feet tall at the shoulder. Adult females are smaller, weighing between 260 to 400 pounds. African lions are found in a variety of habitats across sub-Saharan Africa, including grasslands, savannas, and open woodlands. They are adapted to a range of ecosystems, but are most commonly associated with the African savanna. Lions are known for their social behavior and live in prides, which typically consist of related adult females, their offspring, and a coalition of adult males. The females are responsible for hunting, while the males protect the pride's territory and offspring. Lions are carnivorous predators and primarily prey on large mammals, such as wildebeest, zebras, buffalo, and various antelope species. Lions are known for their cooperative hunting techniques, which involve teamwork to bring down larger prey. Lions communicate with a variety of vocalizations, including roars, grunts, and chuffing sounds. Roaring is particularly characteristic of male lions and serves to establish territory and attract females. Female lions can give birth to a litter of 1 to 6 cubs, with the average being 2 to 4 cubs. Cubs are born blind and are dependent on their mother's milk for several months. Lionesses in a pride often coordinate their births to raise their cubs together. African lions are currently listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. They face threats from habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and poaching. Conservation efforts are in place to protect lion populations and their habitats. Lions have held cultural significance in various societies throughout history, and are often associated with strength, courage, and nobility. They have been featured prominently in art, literature, and mythology. African lions are iconic symbols of the African savanna, and play a crucial role in the ecosystems they inhabit. Efforts to protect these majestic animals and their habitats are vital, not only for their conservation but also for the overall health of African ecosystems. The koala is a marsupial native to Australia and is renowned for its distinctive appearance and arboreal lifestyle. Despite its name, the koala is not a bear but rather a marsupial, closely related to kangaroos and wallabies. Here are some key characteristics and information about koalas. Koalas have a plump, bear-like body covered in thick, soft, and grayish-brown fur. They have a round face with a prominent black nose, large fluffy ears, and small dark eyes. Koalas have strong, grasping hands with opposable thumbs and sharp claws, which are adapted for climbing and gripping branches. Adult koalas vary in size, but on average they measure between 24 to 33 inches in length and weigh between 9 to 33 pounds. Males are usually larger than females. Koalas are primarily found in eastern and southeastern Australia, inhabiting eucalyptus forests and woodlands. They are arboreal animals, spending most of their lives in the trees. Koalas are herbivores with a highly specialized diet. They primarily feed on the leaves of eucalyptus trees, which are low in nutrients and high in fiber. Koalas have evolved a digestive system adapted to detoxify the chemical compounds in eucalyptus leaves. Koalas are generally solitary and sedentary animals. They are most active during the night and spend the majority of their time sleeping or resting in the trees. They are excellent climbers and use their strong limbs and sharp claws to move through the branches. Koalas are currently listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. They face several threats, including habitat loss due to deforestation, land development, and wildfires. Additionally, diseases like chlamydia and vehicle collisions pose risks to their populations. Koalas have a slow rate of reproduction. Female koalas usually give birth to one offspring, known as a joey. After a gestation period of about 34 to 36 days, the joey remains in the mother's pouch for about 6 months, before gradually transitioning to riding on her back. It takes about a year for the joey to become fully independent. Koalas are known for their distinctive vocalizations, which include low grunts and a loud, guttural sound known as a bellow. These vocalizations are often used to establish territory and communicate with other koalas. Koalas are beloved symbols of Australia and have a special place in the country's culture and tourism industry. They are often associated with Australia's unique wildlife and are frequently depicted in art, souvenirs, and media. Efforts are ongoing to protect and conserve koala populations, including the preservation of their natural habitats and the treatment of diseases that affect them. Conservation organizations and researchers are working to address the challenges faced by these iconic marsupials in order to ensure their long-term survival. The red kangaroo is the largest marsupial and the largest terrestrial mammal native to Australia. It is an iconic and highly recognizable species known for its distinctive appearance, powerful legs, and remarkable hopping ability. Here are some key characteristics and information about the red kangaroo. Red kangaroos have a sturdy, muscular build with a long, powerful tail and strong hind legs. They are covered in short, coarse fur that varies in color from reddish-brown to gray, with the males often having a redder hue. Their face is characterized by a small, rounded head, large ears, and a prominent snout. Red kangaroos are the largest marsupials and can be quite massive. Adult males, known as boomers, can stand over 6.6 feet tall and weigh up to 200 pounds. Females, known as flyers, are generally smaller, with an average height of about 4.9 feet and a weight of around 50 to 100 pounds. Red kangaroos are found throughout most of Australia, inhabiting a wide range of ecosystems, including deserts, grasslands, and open woodlands. They are particularly well adapted to arid regions and can tolerate extreme heat and limited water sources. Red kangaroos are primarily crepuscular, meaning they are most active during dawn and dusk. They are herbivorous and primarily graze on a diet of grasses and other vegetation. Their powerful legs and tail enable them to hop at high speeds and cover large distances efficiently. Kangaroos are known for their unique mode of locomotion, hopping. They are the only large mammals that use hopping as their primary means of movement. Their long and powerful hind legs allow them to cover great distances with each hop, and they can reach speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. Female red kangaroos, known as flyers, typically give birth to a single joey, although twins can occur on rare occasions. After birth, the tiny underdeveloped joey crawls into its mother's pouch, where it continues to develop and nurse for several months. Red kangaroos are often found in loose, nomadic groups called mobs, which can consist of several individuals. Males are generally solitary, and they may fight for access to females during the breeding season. Red kangaroos are abundant and widespread throughout Australia, and are not considered a threatened species. In fact, their populations can sometimes become so large that they can have detrimental effects on local ecosystems. They are commercially harvested for their meat and hides. Red kangaroos hold cultural significance in Australia, and are often featured in Aboriginal art and mythology. They are also a symbol of the country, appearing on the Australian coat of arms. Red kangaroos are a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife, and are an important part of the country's natural heritage. Their adaptability to a wide range of habitats and their distinctive behavior make them a fascinating species to study and observe in the wild. The gray squirrel refers to several species of tree squirrels, most notably the eastern gray squirrel, that are widely distributed across North America. They are known for their distinctive gray fur and bushy tails. Here are some key characteristics and information about gray squirrels. Gray squirrels have a grayish coat of fur with a white underbelly. Their tails are long and bushy, often carried arched over their backs. They have sharp claws on their feet for climbing, and sharpened scissors for gnawing on nuts and other objects. Adult gray squirrels typically measure about 9 to 11 inches in length, with their tails adding an additional 7 to 9 inches to their overall. They usually weigh between 12 to 24 ounces. Gray squirrels are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats, including deciduous and mixed forests, urban and suburban areas, and parks. They are known for their ability to thrive in human-altered environments. Gray squirrels are diurnal, which means they are most active during the daytime. They are agile climbers and spend much of their time in trees, where they build nests known as drays from twigs and leaves. They are known for their energetic and acrobatic behavior, often seen leaping from tree to tree. Gray squirrels are omnivorous and have a varied diet that includes nuts, seeds, fruits, buds, flowers, fungi, and even bird eggs and insects. They are especially known for their habit of burying nuts and seeds in the ground, which helps them store food for the winter. Some of these buried items are forgotten and can grow into new plants, contributing to forest regeneration. Gray squirrels typically have 2 breeding seasons per year, one in late winter, or early spring, and another in late summer. After a gestation period of about 44 days, female squirrels give birth to a litter of usually 2 to 4 young called kits. The mother cares for and nurses the kits in the nest until they are ready to venture out on their own. Gray squirrels communicate through vocalizations, including chattering, barking, and squeaking sounds. They also use their tails to signal other squirrels, often flicking or twitching them as a form of communication. Gray squirrels are not considered threatened or endangered, and are among the most common squirrel species in North America. However, in some regions, they can be considered pests, due to their habit of raiding bird feeders and damaging gardens. Gray squirrels are familiar and beloved animals in many North American communities. They are often featured in literature, cartoons, and folklore, and they are a common sight in parks and urban areas where they can be seen foraging for food. Gray squirrels play important roles in their ecosystems by aiding in seed dispersal and contributing to the regeneration of forests. They are also valued for their adaptability and resilience in various environments. The common bottlenose dolphin, scientifically known as Turgips truncatus, is one of the most well-known and widely recognized dolphin species. It belongs to the family Delphinidae and is characterized by its distinctive appearance and playful behavior. Here are some key characteristics and information about the common bottlenose dolphin. Common bottlenose dolphins have a sleek, streamlined body with a slightly bulbous forehead, which gives them their characteristic bottlenose appearance. They have a grayish to bluish-gray dorsal side, and a lighter gray or cream-colored ventral side. These dolphins often have a light gray or white patch on their belly. Adult common bottlenose dolphins typically measure between 6 to 12 feet in length, and can weigh between 300 to 1,400 pounds. Males are typically larger than females. These dolphins are found in warm and temperate waters around the world, including coastal and offshore areas of oceans and seas. They are known for their adaptability and can thrive in a variety of marine environments, from shallow bays to deep offshore waters. Common bottlenose dolphins are highly social animals, and are often observed in groups known as pods, which can vary in size from a few individuals to several hundred. They are known for their acrobatic behaviors, including leaping out of the water, riding the bow waves created by boats, and somersaulting. They are also known to use their echolocation abilities to locate prey. These dolphins are carnivorous and primarily feed on a diet of fish, squid, and crustaceans. They are skilled hunters and often work together in coordinated efforts to catch prey. Common bottlenose dolphins are known for their extensive vocal repertoire, which includes clicks, whistles, and body slaps. They use these vocalizations to communicate with each other and navigate their environment. Each dolphin has a unique whistle, which can be used for individual identification. Female bottlenose dolphins typically give birth to a single calf after a gestation period of about 12 months. Calves are born tail first and are usually around 3.3 to 4 feet in length. They are nursed by their mothers and stay close to them for several years. The common bottlenose dolphin is considered a species of least concern by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. However, some populations face threats such as habitat degradation, entanglement in fishing gear, and pollution. Conservation efforts are in place to protect and monitor these dolphins, especially in regions where they are more vulnerable. Bottlenose dolphins are beloved by many people and have been featured in various cultural forms, including movies, television shows, and literature. They are also a popular attraction in marine parks and aquariums, where they can be observed by the public. Common bottlenose dolphins are charismatic and intelligent marine mammals that play a vital role in marine ecosystems. Their conservation is important, not only for their own well-being, but also for the health and balance of the oceans they inhabit. The western gorilla is a species of great ape, and one of the two species of gorillas, the other being the eastern gorilla. Western gorillas are native to the forests and lowland swamps of Central and West Africa. They are known for their powerful build, intelligence, and complex social structures. Here are some key characteristics and information about the western gorilla. There are two subspecies of western gorillas, found in a range that includes several Central African countries, such as Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, and the Republic of the Congo, found in a small region on the border between Nigeria and Cameroon. The cross-river gorilla is the most critically endangered gorilla subspecies. Western gorillas have a robust, muscular body covered in dark brown to black hair. They have a broad chest, a large head with a pronounced brow, ridge, and hands and feet adapted for both grasping and walking on all fours. Adult male western lowland gorillas can weigh between 300 to 450 pounds, and stand about 5.6 feet tall when upright. Adult females are smaller, weighing between 150 to 250 pounds and standing about 4.3 feet tall. Western gorillas inhabit dense tropical and subtropical rainforests, swamps, and lowland forests in Central and West Africa. They are primarily terrestrial but are skilled climbers and spend time both on the ground and in trees. Western gorillas are diurnal, meaning they are active during the day. They are herbivorous and primarily feed on leaves, stems, fruit, and other plant material. They are known for their knuckle-walking gait when moving on the ground. Western gorillas live in social groups called troops or clans, typically led by a dominant silverback male. Troops can vary in size, with some consisting of just a few individuals, and others comprising multiple females, young, and subordinate males. Western gorilla society is complex, with intricate relationships and hierarchies. Female western gorillas give birth to a single infant after a gestation period of about 8.5 months. Infants are dependent on their mothers for several years, and remain close to them, riding on their mothers' backs. Both subspecies of western gorillas are currently listed as critically endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. They face severe threats, including habitat loss due to deforestation, hunting for bushmeat, and diseases. Conservation efforts are focused on protecting their habitats, reducing illegal hunting, and studying and monitoring their populations. Western gorillas have captured human interest for centuries, and are often subjects of research and conservation efforts. They have been featured in documentaries, literature, and cultural symbols, and are a source of fascination for people around the world. Preserving the habitats and populations of western gorillas is vital not only for the conservation of this endangered species but also for the preservation of biodiversity in the rainforests of Central and West Africa. Efforts to protect these great apes are essential for their survival and the health of their ecosystems. The red panda is a small arboreal mammal native to the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. Despite its name, the red panda is not closely related to the giant panda. Instead, it belongs to its own unique family, Ailuridae. Red pandas are known for their striking appearance, with reddish-brown fur and a bushy tail. Here are some key characteristics and information about red pandas. Red pandas have a distinctive appearance. They are covered in long, soft fur that is reddish-brown on their back and sides, while their face, belly, and legs are white. They have a mask-like pattern of dark fur around their eyes and a long, bushy tail with alternating reddish-brown and white rings. Adult red pandas typically measure between 20 to 26 inches in length, excluding their tail, which can add an additional 12 to 20 inches. They usually weigh between 6 to 12 pounds. Red pandas are found in temperate forests, with bamboo understories in the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. They inhabit elevations ranging from 6,000 to 12,000 feet above sea level. Red pandas are primarily solitary animals and are crepuscular, meaning they are most active during dawn and dusk. They are skilled climbers and spend a significant portion of their time in trees, where they forage for food and seek refuge from predators. Red pandas are primarily herbivorous, with bamboo making up a significant portion of their diet. They also consume fruits, berries, acorns, insects, and small vertebrates when available. Their diet can vary seasonally, with a preference for bamboo in the winter. Red pandas are listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. They face several threats, including habitat loss due to deforestation and agricultural expansion, as well as poaching for their fur and the illegal pet trade. Conservation efforts are in place to protect their habitats and address these threats. The male red pandas typically give birth to a litter of 1 to 4 cubs, after a gestation period of about 90 to 140 days. The cubs are born blind and are dependent on their mother's care for several months, before becoming more independent. Red pandas have cultural significance in the regions where they are found, and are sometimes considered symbols of good luck. They have also gained popularity worldwide due to their cute and distinctive appearance, and have been featured in various forms of media and conservation campaigns. Red pandas are charismatic and unique animals that have captured the hearts of many people around the world. Their conservation is essential not only for their survival but also for the protection of the diverse ecosystems they inhabit in the Himalayan and Chinese mountain regions. The hippopotamus, often simply referred to as a hippo, is a large, herbivorous mammal native to sub-Saharan Africa. It is known for its massive size, barrel-shaped body, and semi-aquatic lifestyle. Hippopotamuses are among the largest land mammals in the world, and are known for their formidable appearance. Here are some key characteristics and information about hippos, found in various freshwater habitats across sub-Saharan Africa, including rivers, lakes, and swamps. Found in West Africa, primarily in forests and swamps. Pygmy hippos are significantly smaller than common hippos, and are considered a separate species. Common hippos have a massive, barrel-shaped body covered in grayish-brown to dark gray skin. They have short legs with 4 webbed toes on each foot, which make them excellent swimmers. Their large head features a wide mouth filled with sharp teeth, including long canine teeth known as incisors. Adult common hippos are among the heaviest land mammals, typically weighing between 3,000 to 4,500 pounds, and measuring around 10 to 16 feet in length. Pygmy hippos are much smaller, weighing between 400 to 600 pounds, and measuring about 4 to 6 feet in length. Hippos are primarily aquatic animals, and are often found in freshwater habitats such as rivers, lakes, and swamps. They spend a significant portion of their time submerged in water to stay cool, and protect their sensitive skin from the sun. Hippos are known for their semi-aquatic lifestyle, spending the day in the water, and venturing onto land at night to graze on grasses and other vegetation. They are strong swimmers and can hold their breath underwater for several minutes. Despite their large size, hippos are surprisingly agile and fast on land, capable of outrunning humans. Hippos are herbivores and primarily feed on grasses and other aquatic plants. They have large muscular jaws and sharp teeth adapted for grazing and crushing vegetation. Hippos are generally social animals and live in groups known as pods. These groups can range in size from a few individuals to over 100. The social structure within a pod is hierarchical, with dominant individuals maintaining control. Female hippos give birth to a single calf after a gestation period of about 8 months. The calf is born in the water and is typically nursed underwater by its mother. Mother and calf have a strong bond, and the calf remains dependent on its mother for several months. The common hippopotamus is classified as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, due to habitat loss, poaching for their ivory canine teeth, and conflicts with humans. The pygmy hippopotamus is also listed as endangered. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these iconic animals and their habitats. Hippos have been a part of various African cultures and folklore. In modern times, they are often featured in zoos and wildlife documentaries, captivating people with their unique appearance and behaviors. Hippos play important roles in their ecosystems by shaping wetland habitats and promoting biodiversity. Conservation efforts aim to ensure the survival of these impressive and charismatic animals while addressing the challenges they face in the wild. The moose, also known as the Eurasian elk in Europe, is a large and iconic species of deer native to North America and Eurasia. It is the largest extant member of the deer family and is known for its impressive size, long legs, and distinctive palmate antlers in males. Here are some key characteristics and information about moose. Adult moose are among the largest terrestrial mammals in the world. They typically stand between 5.6 to 6.9 feet tall at the shoulder, and can reach lengths of 7.9 to 10.8 feet from nose to tail. Males are generally larger and heavier than females. The largest moose can weigh up to 1,800 pounds. Moose have a robust body with a hump-like shape on their shoulders and long, slender legs. Their fur varies in color from dark brown to nearly black, and they have a dewlap, or bell of skin hanging from their neck. The most distinctive feature of male moose is their large, palmate antlers, which can span up to 6 feet across and have broad, flattened palms. Moose are adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats, including boreal forests, coniferous and deciduous forests, swamps, marshes, and tundra. They are most commonly associated with northern regions of North America and Eurasia. Moose are herbivores and primarily feed on a diet of woody vegetation, including the leaves, twigs, and bark of trees and shrubs. They are known to browse on a wide range of plant species, including aquatic plants, and require substantial daily intake of food. Moose are generally solitary animals, although they may form loose groups or small family units during certain times of the year. They are most active during the early morning and late evening and are excellent swimmers. Mating season, or the rut, typically occurs in the fall. Male moose engage in vocal displays and physical contests for access to females. After a gestation period of about 230 days, female moose give birth to one, or rarely two calves in the spring. Calves are born with a reddish-brown coat and grow rapidly. Moose populations vary across their range, but overall, they are not considered globally threatened. However, certain subspecies and populations may face localized threats from habitat loss, hunting, and climate change. Moose hold cultural significance in the regions they inhabit, and are often featured in folklore, indigenous traditions, and hunting culture. They are also a popular subject in wildlife photography and tourism. Moose are charismatic and emblematic animals of northern wilderness areas, known for their imposing size and majestic antlers. They are an important part of the ecosystems they inhabit, influencing plant communities through their browsing habits, and providing a source of sustenance for predators, such as wolves and bears. The snow leopard, sometimes referred to as the hounce, is a large and elusive big cat native to the mountainous regions of Central and South Asia. It is known for its stunning appearance, adapted for cold and high-altitude environments, and its status as a vulnerable species. Here are some key characteristics and information about the snow leopard. Snow leopards are well adapted to their high-altitude, cold environments. They have a thick fur coat that is generally a pale, smoky gray with dark rosette spots on their body and tail. Their fur helps them blend into the rocky and snowy terrain. Snow leopards have a long tail, which is used for balance, and their face is marked with distinctive dark markings, including a set of dark lines running from the eyes to the nose. Adult snow leopards typically measure between 6 to 7.5 feet in length, including their tail, which can account for up to 40 of their total length. They stand about 24 inches tall at the shoulder. Males are generally larger than females, with weights ranging from 90 to 120 pounds. Snow leopards are found in the rugged mountainous regions of Central and South Asia, including the Himalayas, the Pamirs, the Hindu Kush, the Karakoram Range, and other high-altitude areas. They are adapted to living in extreme cold and are often found at elevations of 9,800 to 17,000 feet above sea level. Snow leopards are solitary animals and are known for their elusive and secretive nature. They are crepuscular and nocturnal, meaning they are most active during dawn and dusk. They are skilled climbers and are capable of navigating steep and rocky terrain. Snow leopards are carnivores and primarily prey on blue sheep, Himalayan tahr, ibex marmots, and other small mammals and birds found in their mountainous habitats. They are ambush predators and use their excellent camouflage to stalk and pounce on their prey. Snow leopards are listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. They face a range of threats, including habitat loss due to human activities, poaching for their fur and bones, and retaliatory killings by herders protecting their livestock. Conservation efforts are aimed at protecting their habitats, reducing human-wildlife conflicts, and combating poaching. Female snow leopards give birth to a litter of 2 to 3 cubs after a gestation period of about 90 to 100 days. Cubs are born blind and remain with their mother for up to 2 years, learning essential hunting and survival skills. Snow leopards have cultural significance in some of the regions they inhabit, including in the traditions and beliefs of local communities. They have also gained global attention and are often featured in wildlife documentaries and conservation initiatives. The snow leopard is a symbol of the remote and rugged landscapes of the high mountains, and its conservation is crucial for maintaining the biodiversity of these fragile ecosystems. Efforts are underway to protect and conserve this magnificent and endangered big cat species. The white rhinoceros is one of the 2 species of rhinoceros found in Africa, the other being the black rhinoceros. Despite its name, the white rhinoceros is not actually white, but is grayish or yellowish-gray in color. It is a massive and herbivorous mammal known for its wide mouth and large body size. Here are some key characteristics and information about the white rhinoceros. The name white rhinoceros is believed to be a mistranslation of the Afrikaans word wit, which means wide and refers to the rhino's broad mouth. It was originally called the wide-mouthed rhinoceros, distinguishing it from the black rhinoceros, which has a more pointed or hooked upper lip. White rhinoceroses have a massive body with thick, grayish to brownish-gray skin that can appear almost white when caked in mud. They have 2 prominent horns on their snouts, with the front horn usually longer than the rear one. The front horn can reach lengths of up to 5 feet or more. White rhinoceroses are the second largest land mammals after the African elephant. Adult white rhinos can weigh between 4,000 to 5,000 pounds, and stand about 4.6 to 6 feet tall at the shoulder. White rhinoceroses are primarily found in savannas, grasslands, and open woodlands in southern and eastern Africa. They prefer areas with access to water for drinking and mud wallowing. White rhinoceroses are herbivores with a diet consisting mainly of grasses. They are grazers and use their wide mouths to crop grass close to the ground. Their large size and foraging habits play a crucial role in shaping the grassland ecosystems they inhabit. White rhinoceroses are typically solitary animals, although they may form loose groups occasionally, especially around water sources. They are known for their calm and gentle demeanor, especially when undisturbed. They have poor eyesight, but a keen sense of smell and hearing. White rhinoceroses are currently classified as near threatened by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. They have faced severe threats from habitat loss and poaching for their horns, which are highly valued in some cultures for their use in traditional medicine and as status symbols. Conservation efforts have been implemented to protect white rhino populations and reduce illegal poaching. Female white rhinoceroses give birth to a single calf after a gestation period of about 16 to 18 months. The calf remains close to its mother and is nursed for several months. White rhinoceroses are iconic African animals and are often featured in wildlife documentaries, conservation campaigns, and tourism. They hold cultural significance in some African cultures and are considered important symbols of African wildlife. Efforts are ongoing to protect and conserve white rhinoceros populations, including habitat preservation, anti-poaching initiatives, and community-based conservation programs. These efforts are essential for ensuring the survival of this magnificent species in the wild.